Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 358. We had like a
I
little...
sure hope you put the announcement out way earlier than usual, considering the times we...
couple minutes earlier.
Big up.
But, so yeah, obviously being here quite a lot earlier than usual. For those that are watching YouTube VOD, they're like, what are you talking about? It's at 2 today instead of 6. I'm assuming DA has plans, hence why he had to change the time.
Yep.
That's cool. Live your
Now
life.
or never, or later.
Did you do was the movies part of your morning plans or afternoon?
Afternoon. Okay.
I was going to ask him what he thought of Together and or Weapons.
Well, obviously, not my cup of tea. I've heard lots of good things about Weapons.
There's like 2 or 3 parts that would get you. But for the most part, it's very, like, straight-faced. You're not going to get jump scares.
I think you underestimate how much of a bitch I am in terms to...
So it's more just like an atmospheric, creepy mystery type of thing.
Yeah, there's legitimately one of the creepiest things I've ever seen in a film.
Ooh.
At one point. And we'll talk about it once you've actually seen it. But it was just like, this is goofy into, oh my god, this is horrifying.
All right. Trying to think if there's any... I think the only other movie that I just kind of want to see, just because it seems like a really nice spiritual successor, is Naked Gun.
I've heard great things.
I've heard really good things, but the thing about those types of movies is that it is 186 jokes per minute.
Oh, yeah.
And it just seems tiring to the point that the movie is only like an hour 19 because they just like,
it's what we got.
we crammed in 4,000 jokes. Get out.
Basically, I think it's like if you liked the previous Naked Gun movies or like Leslie Nielsen style films from back then, you will probably like this movie, I think is what I'm getting from that. Speaking actually of those, like that style of humor, I didn't realize they were making another Scary Movie.
Yes.
And they got the two main actresses back.
Anna Faris and
Regina
Hall. I always want to say Regina King. Regina Hall. Wayne Brothers writing it and directing. It is the old cast.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they still got the juice.
But there's so much to pull from. Like, you can make the main crux of it Terrifier, the Conjuring films. There's so much to pull from. Weapons.
What have they, like, what has come out between, was it 4 was the most recent one?
5 started with Charlie Sheen and what's her face, Lindsay Lohan in bed doing the marked ones, Paranormal Activity.
Okay. Was War of the Worlds 4?
Was Dr.
Yes. 4 was War of the Worlds.
So
okay.
4 was Dr. Phil and Shaq.
Yes.
Thanks, Mike, for stalling an AI Somnium.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing. Stalling.
Dude, it's the worst ever. So in AI Somnium, because DA, of course, does not know, there's a lot of things on the walls that you can click and stuff. I'm the type of person that look like this might be dialogue. I'm gonna click it. It wasn't. I'm moving on. Mike will click literally everything.
I dig it.
Don't dig it.
I dig it.
You are in the minority.
Something might be there to collect or number go up or.
It's literally. We might get a dialogue scene. We might get 15 dialogue scenes we would have otherwise not gotten, and they could be of value.
There's a lot of hidden scenes in Danganronpa, such that there's like an hour per game, and they're very good. I dig it.
DA's my people.
But he's insane. So
Yeah, you might not. I might not be the one to agree
Who
with.
said
you
I
might not want me
wasn't?
on your team.
Who said I wasn't?
Well, I'm turning into not.
I'm the same, but at the same time, I'm not streaming the game to people.
That is also a thing of the. You gotta put. Yeah,
I can't do anything with. It's a bar stool. I can't. And then when the things that you can do with it are just the things they're gonna say, like there's nothing to be done.
I can see both perspectives.
Well, I just got multiple endings. There's like basically half of like, no, I shouldn't say half. Like, there's a bunch of like fake endings to the game where it's like if you click on something and there'll be like multiple times you can click on the thing where it's like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Are you really sure you want to do that? And that I'm like, I'm in. I'm of course. Literally, one of the endings was there's like a machine that you thought was like dead, and the character just goes up to it and is just like, just rapid fire clicking. I was like, hey, that's me. Click on everything.
And then it blows up. And it's suspended without pay. And they roll fake credits like suspended without pay because Nami Date.
Mm-hmm.
And then man riding bicycle, and they'll just name somebody.
I don't know if like because like the like last bit of credits is repeated every time. I'm wondering, like I'm assuming a good chunk of that is like the staff, but just one of the credits says overworked, and I'm like, oh,
Please be a joke.
Yep. Oh, excuse me. All right. So before we get into the meat and bones, of course, weekly reminder: Black Lives Matter. Stop pushing hate. Get your vaccines and boosters. Wear your masks in crowded indoor places if you are sick. Support Ukraine, support LGBTQ rights, support body autonomy, pay your employees what they are worth, fuck generative AI, fuck bullies, fuck genocide, and be good to one another. How do I word this?
There's no way.
Careful.
Do you think after this weekend's meeting in Alaska that we could strike one thing off the list?
It would be
Black Lives Matter. Are we finally done with that? Or we finally stop living the lies that, they deserve things?
that all aren't equal.
Yeah, we can jump higher, but
Hashtag thin blue line. Bro, you don't know how irritated I get when I'm riding around and just seeing things like thin blue line, American flags and stuff. One dude was wearing the hat when I went to the Superman screening. And I'm like, brother, this is not the movie for you.
Mm-hmm.
You should not be here.
Oh, is that a question mark for what I was saying? So for those who don't know, we'll get a little political even with Ralph not here. Trump this weekend met with Putin.
Licked boots with Putin.
Yeah, in Alaska, and quite literally, and I mean this quite literally, rolled out the red carpet for him.
Literally a red carpet.
And basically the whole thing was like, we're making a deal to end the war with Ukraine. Inconclusive from everything that has come out. Tomorrow he is meeting with Zelensky from Ukraine, as well as a bunch of world leaders from Europe. They're all coming to the White House to try and broker some kind of deal for peace. We shall see. I'm hoping it really happens. Like, let's Russia get the F out. Let Ukraine be Ukraine. Let's stop the bloodshed. And if that happens, hey, we can strike something off the list. Supporting body autonomy. And then moving on. All right. So there's not a whole lot.
I'm actually going through the movies right now just to see everything that I would find interesting to go see this year.
Mm-hmm.
Since you were like, I don't think there's anything left for me. I'm in November and I'm at 5 so far. So we've got The Long Walk, which I think is going to be spectacular. Stephen King novel. People have to walk 3 miles per hour until the last man is standing. If you go below that, they kill you.
Ooh.
That's a steady power walk too. That's a
Yes, it three. It
Go to
is.
the wiki.
It is legitimately.
I have not seen Superman yet. Mark Hamill's in it. Okay.
Yeah,
When's that
definitely.
coming out?
Check out a trailer for it. In
September.
a dystopian United States ruled by a totalitarian regime, a group of young men enter an annual walking contest in which they must maintain a speed of at least 3 miles per hour or risk execution. The contest ends when only one walker remains alive.
Okay.
It comes out in less than a month. I will not go see Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Maybe I will if I get a list from AMC, but otherwise,
Oof, December is looking Anaconda.
oh yeah, they did it's the mockumentary on Anaconda that turns into actually Anaconda.
Isn't that just Wes Craven's The New Nightmare?
Yes, essentially. Him,
MK2.
Jordan, MK2, Jordan Peele's new movie. Football player gets a concussion, has concussion-like symptoms, so he goes away to essentially a retreat to try to fix that. And it's hard to know if it's based on his concussions or if there's actually some bullshit going on. There was a movie trailer that played before Together, and I cannot remember the name of it, but it looked very interesting. Black Phone 2, my God, get that in my vein. And of course, Mortal Kombat 2. So I got about 5 movies left for the rest of the year.
I saw 2 that I'd probably want to
capital
see.
T, The Plague?
Yeah, MK2 and then Zootopia 2. But then also everyone's favorite movie that we're all going to go see because we're such big fans, Avatar: Fire and Ash, right?
I saw a trailer of that before Fantastic Four.
Same.
And it just looks like it. What? Who's it? What?
I might actually go see it so I can see who this is for.
You won't be watching the movie. You're just gonna be like,
yeah, there's gonna be a funny that happens and I'm just gonna look at everybody. There's gonna be like action or dramatic scenes and I'm just gonna look around the theater like, who's feeling this?
The most slop of just
That's
just stuff happening and they're fire people and here you go. And I'm like, oh, okay.
If Wake Up Dead Man went to actual theaters and not just Netflix, I'd go see that, which is the latest Benoit Blanc mystery, and I love those films.
mm-hmm.
There's some stuff,
but it looks like it's gonna be a pretty light best and worst for movies.
Not for your boy. Not for
you said what am I looking forward to? You got like 5 movies in 5 months.
I've seen it. You've seen
Rebirth? Oh yeah, you did say you seen Rebirth.
What? Jurassic World Rebirth? The film of the year? Oof. Yeah, so like even just looking at the highest grossing, I've seen half of them.
Captain America came out this year?
Dude, we all went to go see it in March.
That don't matter. I'm saying it came out this year. It felt like it came out 2 years ago.
No, it was right before Thunderbolts. It was that Thunderbolts Fantastic Four.
Okay, so that don't mean nothing to me.
Time sucks.
No, he sucks.
Feels like everything and nothing happened this year.
I mean, the movie sucked. Why am I meant to remember it?
That's fair. But you should remember the year you saw it when it was this year.
Again, everything and nothing happened at the same time this year.
Cyber thought it came out last year.
Y'all are crazy. By the end of March, I'm looking at least 8 films I've seen. So yeah, I should be good.
I don't know if I've made it
That's
to
crazy,
a
y'all.
secondhand
It was
yet.
4 months ago.
Irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant.
Uber forgettable.
March, April, May, June, July, August. Well, when we saw it, it was like 4 or 5 months ago.
Would you count Netflix premiered films as a film? As like a movie?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm at 5 then.
What was that one?
Demon Hunter. K-pop Demon Hunter.
Yeah, of course I would count K-pop Demon Hunter. I'm gonna count Wake Up Dead Man, and it's gonna be a Netflix original film.
DA fake laughing in the theater kills me.
It is one of my favorite things I have ever been a part of. Is if in The Dark Knight Returns, he makes a joke, everyone laughs, they stop laughing,
like.
and DA waits till they stop going, and then just looks around angrily. Just looks around at them like, you stupid.
I wasn't having fun.
It's crazy that 2 of our favorite moments happened with each other happened in the movie theater.
Yeah, what's up?
And the what's up? It's crazy.
My favorite is Suicide Squad. The chair.
It was bad.
And how long it took the chair to sit up was like.
Oh, Shawty, I'm beautiful.
And it's accentuated by the fact that there was no laughter, so the chair is so audible.
Man, we saw Suicide Squad in the movie theater.
We went out of town to watch Suicide Squad.
Hey, you were here.
Man.
Yeah.
What a time.
What a time.
3 of the 4 people that went to go see that movie were from out of state.
Yes. And it was a time. It was fantastic. We had a lot of fun.
All right. So before we get into the big stuff, let's talk about a few little things here and there. People, scalpers are going to just be horrible people. Apparently, there was in Japan for McDonald's, there's like a promo Pokemon card that you could get by buying like a certain meal. They had to discontinue the Pokemon card because scalpers were just buying tens and tens of like burgers and just throwing them out. It was like a colossal amount of food waste.
What did they think was going to happen?
They were going to make a lot of money off of this promo card. Second-hand market.
No, what did McDonald's think was going to happen?
That's the correct question, yes. But
because even discounting the fact that workers, having come from food service, can simply just take it and pocket it. Who cares? They're not going to number them. Though it could have been, if it was limited, it could have just been, who knows? But even still, they know that this is going to be a collector's thing. They did that whole, they did multiple things with limited editions. Like it was a museum or something where you could get a Pokemon card and just a bunch of adults came in and took them from kids. I understand the mindset of kids are going to be happy with this, but you know that adults are going to do this, and you know that they're going to be ravenous about it, and you know they're going to go through all this in order to get what they want. It's just going to be a bloodbath, and nobody's going to get it that actually wants it just to have it.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that are going to get it are going to sell it, and the people that want it are going to go buy it, and then the cycle continues.
So that's why it's done, because the cycle continues.
Apparently, there was a 5 Happy Meal limit per customer, which I guess people were arguing over. And then at one point, police had to get involved with people getting angry.
How you have to understand that your job is to suck the joy out of people that actually want a thing. Like this is the way you earn money is denying joy.
Anti-Santa Claus, essentially.
It's the craziest thing in the world. I don't know. Like I can understand the aspect of it's quote unquote easy money to go to a McDonald's, buy 10 Happy Meals, open a bunch of packs, get a couple of cards out of it, and then you made $500 for the day doing that. But it's like you get dressed to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You're going, I'm going to put on my clothes, hop on my mode of transportation, get there to do this. Or open the app, get 30 Happy Meals delivered, knowing.
I guess
I've seen the bags.
I guess at one point too, like, obviously people doing this, they like ran out of cards like that. Where people were going in and buying, like 5-10 Happy Meals, and like, where's the card? It's like, we're all fucking out because you guys are assholes. Enjoy your food.
Well, I want a refund, no. You bought this as is, mother. Get out.
Yeah.
For the workers, at a certain point, do you just stop caring about the actual food and just put the buns in there and wrap it up? Like, you ain't even worried about this.
Yeah.
Do you go, is this for the cards? Just hand over the cards and say, we're not going to waste our food on you.
Oh, boy. So, next up, we got, where'd my little page go of all the articles? So, Riot Games got in some trouble a couple weeks ago to where they're releasing what is this? Is this a side game? It's League of Legends Wild Rift. I don't know what Wild Rift is. But the commercial that they released for it was entirely AI generated, which obviously people found out about immediately. And coming from the same, like, even remote, minute area of the creators of Arcane, which is one of the most, like, beautiful animated things that have come out in recent history, is kind of bonkers. And it's like that. I think that just, like, added to the fervor in terms of the backlash. And they've since removed the trailer and apologized.
Another game got caught with that. The First Descendant.
Mm-hmm.
Completely AI ads all over the place, and most of them were like just animated through AI and all of that. But one had a likeness of an actual creator, and he's like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't sign off or anything. They just took my likeness.
Mm-hmm.
Fans are pissed, and that's a Gooner game.
Yeah.
Like, the Gooners don't want AI. Stop doing it.
It's bonkers. But yeah, obviously, as these tools get more and more advanced, we're going to be seeing this more and more and more until there's actually legislation made for it.
We're going to see more and more of it and recognize it less and less.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get over that piss filter, we'll be all good.
Then
the piss filter is saving mothers. Every time I'm scrolling up, oh, this is piss filter. I'm out.
The only other thing that I have is I just found it to be kind of just fun, despite not playing or really even remotely liking Fortnite. They recently are doing a new collaboration release thing with Power Rangers to where they made like a Power Rangers action scene as a commercial. That was fun. Watched it a couple of times. It's like, this is cool.
Fortnite knows where their bread is buttered, and
Yeah.
it's in being the best of any collaborator you can ask for.
Mm-hmm.
They will treat your series with the reverence you believe it deserves, and they will do some fun with your.
Yeah. But
It's easy to crank out too. Get a license it, get an emote, get a couple costumes. Here it is. We talked about this before, but it's not like Smash where you gotta balance it around this and a bunch of characters that need to be balanced around each other
With their
No.
specific powers.
Yeah.
Like people do get different, like the speed of their gliders or what have you, but as far in the glider animation, like Superman flies.
At that point though, that's the game. Like,
yeah.
Since everyone is basically an equal playing field, it is just 99.9% cosmetic. You'll have that. The only things that like basically will need balancing and fine tuning is if they introduce a new mechanic with the new character. Everyone can do the mechanic, but you're balancing the mechanic, not the character.
Yeah. The only thing that could truly be an issue is if they at some point introduce like special abilities that you can unlock while in game, and then that would need to be balanced heavy.
That's what
every character's.
That's what I was saying.
No, I'm not saying. Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because they like when Spider-Man, they introduced web swinging for everyone. When they introduced Dragon Ball characters,
no. I'm talking about specifically for that character.
Okay,
like Goku has a special ability that Vegeta does not have, and Vegeta has one that like if every character had a special ability,
then at that point,
yes, to them, they would need to balance everything. But I don't see them ever trying anything like that because it would be such a mess.
At that point, you go to like a hero shooter, which is that's the whole shtick. Is everyone is unique. Okay, that's really about it in terms of random like small. Most of the other stuff is just like random news about they're starting to shoot Spider-Man. Woo! Okay.
they released some nice looking shots too.
They did. I will say the stunt thing that they showed off of the actual like rig for web swinging was pretty cool looking. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But so we had a trailer come out for something over the past couple weeks. One Piece Season 2 had its first trailer. Got a bunch different things. Saw Bragi, saw Robin, saw Vivi, saw a bunch of different things. There is a bet surrounding this season, however. And I'm just going to read what I wrote down. There might be...
We need to listen to it. We need to listen to it. Because I know what I said. And I know that you are a very light-handed individual, Mike. You're a very short-handed muff. Diggs. So we need the clip. So read what you got to say, and then we'll hear DA, and then I'll be mad at DA, and then I'll PayPal VG.
I need to figure out what episode we made the bet in. That I don't have handy. But I wrote down DA bets BG $50. That season 2 will not feature Logetown. And me forgetting names, I said it was Baradier. That is very wrong in our little text thread. And then I have in parentheses, Luffy standing in front of the platform, Smoker, Dragon. Two of those.
That's like, homie.
Two of those things.
My whole thing was, I said constantly, it would be a repeated beat to get Luffy up on the platform and have the same thing that happened with Garp to just, this reminds me of Gold Roger. So that is what they're not going to do. And as well as other things, but I need to hear everything that I said.
The first time we talked about this, your adage was just, they will not do low.
It was.
And I went, they will.
It was.
And then there were things added.
They will do it, but they will not have this, or they will truncate this. but that is what the bet was.
I feel, and I told Mike this, I feel like this is the spirit of Logtown.
Spirit.
And I cannot
Fuck
believe
my spiritual ball.
when I told Mike I would crash the out.
Start crashing.
If this comes out and you don't pay up, I'm gonna start crashing out. My bet was for One Piece looking pretty good. I went shrug shoulders, sure.
Like I said, we need to hear exactly what you said. Somebody pulled up the clip beforehand.
G-bar.
What did I say?
What did I say?
What did I say? But then it was expanded to
Dragon, Smoker. These were aspects of it. We have seen 2 to 3. They have cast Dragon. I cannot believe at any point Dragon will not appear in Logtown. So if you're hitting 3 out of the 4, you believe?
No.
One for you now is him being on that platform because that's what makes
No. Exactly. What did I say? We need to hear what I said. That's my whole thing. I'm not like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I need to hear what I said. You're talking about, oh, the spirit is already gone. I'm like, no, I need to hear what exactly I said.
The first exact thing you said was they would not do Logtown.
And then it was expanded into a lot of different things.
At what point do we cut off that added?
No. I don't know if I said they will not do Logtown flat out. They will just go straight into the Grand Line.
You absolutely did.
I would need to hear it because I don't trust that you. Oh, this is what you said. I don't. No, I'm not going to lose a bet based upon this is what you said. I need to hear exactly what I said so that the bet can be fully won.
This man.
And if that's the case, it's over. I will accept that, but I will not accept based upon my memory. You said this, and then it was expanded to this and this. Because again, my whole thing is the Garp thing, and Mike wrote down he's just in front of the platform, and in front of the platform is not it. It is the repeated beat of the "You remind me of Roger."
I'm just saying
that was the thing.
When we made this bet, I feel like I asked clarifying questions of what things, and those were stated things. I would not have wrote them down
you didn't write
unless
down
they
the
were
main
stated.
One. You didn't write down the main one. I know for a fact I said the Garp thing. Because that's the whole thing where I'm just like, why would they do that again? They're doing it here because they're not going to do it later. Pull the clip.
I feel like you should have to look for this clip.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. The clip will be searched for. Don't worry about that. But we need to figure out what's it actually happens.
Yeah, that's
to see, because if I say 6 things and this trailer shows 3 things, it's like, well, did I lose? Did I not lose? Because like I said, Mike is a little light-handed.
I will say, my thing was from the beginning, they will not do Logtown. I knew they would because they built the set, and I remember the argument being they built the set, they're not gonna not do it. I allowed the adding because they could just do, because the whole point of the adding was they could do 15 minutes in Logtown and then pick up some groceries and peace out, and I felt like that wouldn't have been actually doing Logtown.
It's not looking good. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's not looking good. But if I gotta fight, I'm a fight.
And you're gonna get a chair to the face when you try and weasel your way out.
But I'd rather lose with the cards on the table than, oh yeah, you did have those cards. That's my whole thing. Once I get what is said, yeah, I'll pay up. But I will not go off of, I remember this happening, and your shorthand that doesn't even include my main argument.
All right. But, sons...
You hard up for money, Negro? You gonna get it?
No, because my whole thing is, I don't want any weaseling.
Do you think I would weasel?
No, but my whole thing is, when it happened for me, it was a quick, now BG, and I went, nope. It's done.
Because there's very little ambiguity to it looks pretty good.
No, there's a lot of ambiguity. It's truly subjective.
No, but the wording in which the bet was placed, what could more be added?
This man wants a
Looks pretty good or
contract.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, I need audio evidence of the
What
words
I
I
said.
said.
Because I say some stupid stuff, but sometimes I be hitting.
He does have tangible evidence of probably a rough draft of a script about Mufasa in terms of him saying stupid stuff. So, you know.
What quarter?
Q4? Q4?
It's pushing back. It's
Q1
Q1?
2026?
Q1, man.
Q1.
Oda killed me. I'm refreshing from that.
Q1.
Q1.
26th. Sons, the bet. It's talking of the trailer itself. Actually, I will pull it up here on this monitor real quick. But so we got Broggy. Nico looks good. Smoker looks good. Vivi looks good. We'll get to that in a second, though.
I wish Smoker was a little bit bigger.
That's
He's,
hard to do.
I understand. Because you need a big dude that also looks like Smoker that can also act. And it's hard to get all of those things. And I understand that.
Do that. All right. Get that. Here we go. Hey! What the heck? Oh, yeah, that's right. I changed the capture device. That makes sense.
Crazy.
There we
Scared
go.
off nutty.
There we go. We got it. Boom. Also, I'm on the wrong thingy, I realized. Boop. There we go. This then has to adjust again. Add new technology. Okay. So, we got Broggy. We got Logetown. No Chopper in
They
this.
definitely changed some things in it.
Yeah. No, obviously no Chopper yet, but we had the one little sneak peek from before. But Broggy and at least a giant looks good. Nico Robin looks amazing.
Love the flowers.
Loved the flowers.
Gung Gung Gatling. But again, it's very hard to make rubber abilities look good.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep.
Fantastic Four.
Yep. And just all the different action stuff. Was it Laboon is the whale, right?
Yes.
Thank you. I forgot his name for a little while. Yep. Here he is. There's Laboon. But everything looks good. They're keeping Croc pretty close to the chest because they're probably. My thought is they're not. It's like Alabasta is going to be like the end. They're going to get to it, and then it's season 3.
He'll probably be peppered in throughout, just like Arlong was.
Or even they elongate that scene between him and Mr. Prince Sanji, the call for Robin and because he's clear. There is a scene where Sanji's kicking down a door in Little Garden, which is likely where the call is going to happen.
But I'm forgetting his name. Crocodile actor. Not action. Actor. One Piece. Joe Manganiello. There we go. I'm excited to see how he looks, just because, again, I think he's got the look and the size for Crocodile. They're probably going to wait quite a bit. And also, do we know who's playing Wapple?
We do, yeah. Everybody main has been cast and announced. The dude that plays Mr. 3 looks like such a weasel.
I forgot they did cast, I'm remembering now. But
Oh, wasn't it Polka Dot Man?
It might have been.
Yeah. I think Mr. 3 Polka Dot Man.
Mr. 3. Oh yeah.
Yep.
His current big thing right now is he's one of the killers in the newest season of Dexter. Which
Yeah.
again, the guy's
great.
just good at looking like a creep. But yeah, basically everything looks good. The only like real just stupidness that came out of the trailer was, of course, Vivi's
Woke.
complexion, which she is Persian, and it's like it's like basically it's like the area where Oda roughly like put the geography of Alabasta. She is has that descent, and Oda picked her himself. Hand picked. This is what Oda would have wanted. Yes, it is.
Yeah, but he's also been infected with the woke.
Yeah, he's woke, so we can't even trust Oda anymore.
As he puts another va voom lady on the cover.
Woke, duh.
Woke. Yeah, like it's so ridiculous that you come away with a trailer that looks really good for a series you really like, and your first thought is, no, Vivi, no, bad. And the only reason is you don't believe her skin complexion should be what it is. Nothing else. You never heard a line from her? Nothing.
Yeah, even when the creator himself casted the role.
It just doesn't matter for you. Nothing matters more than what you believe a person's skin color should be in a fictional media.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it was portrayed as before.
Yeah.
I really turned around on the race thing in terms of casting characters. I feel like if it's not really integral to who you are, I just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like Static can't be a white guy.
But
But
I'd say Miles as well, like Miles Morales, just because
but
both his Hispanic and his African American heritage are important to the character.
But if some black character I'm just some guy, I wouldn't care if they were white. I wouldn't care if they were a woman. I wouldn't care at this point.
Mm-hmm. Like you'd make that argument for like Luffy. He is just a dude who wants to be Pirate King.
There's nothing integral to him being what you believe he should be Japanese.
Yeah.
Were people upset that Sanji was British?
Nope.
I wonder why.
They weren't upset that Usopp was black.
Interesting.
British guy talking about yelling out a bunch of French kicks, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, really, I was mostly upset he didn't have the 4Kids voice. 4Kids Sanji's voice is.
Dinner is soy.
And why doesn't he have a lollipop? Where's the lollipop?
They should call back to 4Kids a little bit. Just cheeky little. Just do it. Hit me with some desert doo-doo.
Yeah.
I feel like someone's gonna ask him to cook it up at some point.
Yeah, just do that, and then either that's a word or just a phrase or a direct nod to the month and remember cook it up.
I feel like
That's like it's basically the same thing as like the Zelda movie better reference "Excuse Me, Princess." Like it's over here. It is over here. People love it because it is such doo-doo water. Reference at once.
Do it.
We just need one. Yeah, I hate how woke is getting injected in all these conversations. I've said it before. Online discourse for media is essentially ruined by people that can't dissect a series and just talk about it without someone going woke. And it's like, I'm not trying to have that conversation at all. I'm trying to talk about the merits of the movie I just watched, not whether a character should have been black or white.
There's a lot of just different things too in terms of online discourse and just people being shit as of recently. I don't know if you
Online
saw
media literacy is dying, and critical thinking is dying. AI is killing critical thinking.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't even necessarily going with that. I don't know if you heard about the Smash stuff at the recent Super Major, where there's a prominent Steve player by the name of Onin who has gotten a lot of hate just in general because they play Steve, because they are oh boy, what's the term? Where you don't identify with either gender.
Non-binary.
And a bit outspoken at least about that and what have you. They were in the top 8 of Supernova. They won a very close set with another player who was definitely the crowd favorite. And when he won, got pretty vehemently booed. And you can make the argument of, oh, they're just booing Steve. And it's like professional sports. There's 2 problems with that statement. One, most professional athletes are paid hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. You can take a booing. 2, typically,
and they know, to go back to your first one, they know when they go to an opposing team's stadium, they're going to be booed.
Correct.
And it's part of their job to be booed.
But there's also a key thing that you just said there. Team. Usually, the boo is you are booing the team. This amorphous collective of people versus a individual that is playing. The quote that I heard, it was a bunch of people in the Smash team talked about this, Hungry Box. It's like, people are A-okay with booing a team, but you won't throw a beer at a particular player. One of those things is crossing a line. And basically, even if you're just booing a character that you don't like in the game, they're still the only, that's the only buffer. Basically, someone's playing that character, you're booing, they're taking all that brunt of the booing and all the negativity and what have you. There's some other stuff, too, that happened at that tournament. But Onin dropped out. He DQ'd from top 8. Because he's like, why am I even doing this? He's like, y'all hate me. And it's just bringing up a larger discussion in terms of just people stop being shit.
That's the same thing with the cat girl, the FPS cat girl that's like Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Is like Switch aiming or something like that. I forget what it's called. Everyone's like, oh, she's cheating, blah, blah, blah. But it's a lot of he's cheating because it's a trans woman.
So yeah, it's like
what are y'all
the
doing?
Steve hate on top of just people being shit, on top of them getting hate online. It's just people, they're little shitlords online. Anonymity is a hell of a drug.
You got any other big things? Because DA has to leave at 3-ish.
Okay, so I got nothing else. So now, for those that basically we didn't have a podcast last week, that was because DA was out of town going to Otakon. Autographs, we mentioned it before, but there's a certain thing is when DA travels alone to conventions, stuff happens. Wait, what? Oh, not happening?
No, he's talking about this is always
Don't
bad.
do that.
Okay.
No, this is no grandiose knife or subway blowjob.
I mean, how can you top some of these stories? But
I said to BG, everything that could go wrong did go wrong outside of the one autograph that I wanted. Every other thing was bad. Travel, food, the convention.
The mice.
Where I stayed. Everything was bad.
Oh boy.
Except for the autographs that I got. So it started off months ago when I got my tickets and then Spirit canceled on me. Like, hey, you don't go over here. And I'm like, no, screw that. I'll go to a different airline. So that was the start of it, even before landing on the con. So, Friday morning, I get my little brother to drive me on over to the airport. I'm like, okay, cool. It says to get there an hour and a half to 2 hours beforehand. Properly
Typical.
driving, I would get there an hour and a half ahead of time. Perfect timing. He took a wrong turn. He took another wrong turn. He took another wrong turn. He took another wrong turn. And cut that down to about 45 minutes. And I'm like, uh-oh, starting to rush now. And that is a bad sign to be like, I'm not used to flying. I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't like being in this position. It had all this time and now I don't have this time. Thankfully, the actual screening went fine, except for the fact they put my bag through the little screener thing. They open it up and just like, hey, there's this. I love these. They're mixed berries. They're not freeze dried, but dried mixed berries and fruits and stuff like that in a big bag. And they're like, you can't bring this. I was like, it says on the website. They was like, no, you can't. I was like, throw it away. So I there goes my on the plane snacks. Whatever, fine. I get to my terminal, sit down. I get there with about 15 minutes to go. Sit down, chill. They go, hey, come on up here. Go on up there, sit down. I sit down on the plane. It's 3 seats. On the left, I get the window seat. On the left is a mother. In the middle is about a 15-year-old boy. And then there's me. Headphones on. These are not my earbuds. These are my those headphones.
Yes.
Mhm.
Where it is leave me alone headphones. Why would you try to talk to somebody with those headphones? Why would you? So I put on my headphones, I turn them up, airplane mode on, all this stuff. I know all about that. So I'm just like, I'm gonna be safe. I'm not gonna be a D-bag, like, oh, I need to go on Twitter. Whatever. I turned all that on. Cool. Tap, tap, tap. Is that manga you're reading? I go, yes, it is. Go back to reading my tap tap. Have you heard of Don to Don? I'm like, don't do this.
Please, not the whole flight. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes and then we're gonna be out.
And so I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking like,
How do I exit?
how do I exit? If I say yes, he's gonna be like, oh, what's your favorite? I'm like, I don't know Don to Don, so I can't talk about it. So I go, no, but I heard good things. He's like, no, it's really good. Talking. I'm like, I just want to read my manga. The whole flight.
No.
Just talk. And the mom has her headphones on. And she's like reading her book. And I'm and he's just talking. And I just want to. And while I'm waiting, we're just sitting there. The flight was supposed to leave at 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
7 o'clock. I get there at 8 o'clock. The thing that I wanted to do starts at 10:15. It was a panel with the one person that I went there to go see. She was doing a panel Q&A, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it started at 10:15. Don't know why it started that early, but that's, of course it starts that early. So I'm like, plenty of time. I planned out my itinerary. I can get there easily at 9:30 a.m. Plenty of time to get in, get on. I'm sitting there. 7 o'clock rolls by. We're not moving. Okay, whatever. Talk. 7:15. Still not moving. What's going on here over the airline? The person that waves it over was not there yet. So then by like 7:30, he's there, waves them over. We go and we just do a circle. It was just like, oh, we weren't clear for takeoff. Another 5 minutes. We're finally taking off. So we're in the air. Finally, talk. I just want to read my muff and manga. We land at 9. I don't know how we land at 9, but we land at 9. Still got time. According to what I need to do, I just need to take a shuttle and then a train, and I'm there. I will be there at 10 o'clock. That's plenty enough time to go there, check the bags because there's a big bag checking thing. I already had my badge because it was mailed out. I just checked the bag, going over there, bing, bang, boom. I'm there in perfect timing. I get there. The mom, she's one of the first people off the plane. She gets up, she starts walking. I go to the kid like, your mom? And he's like, no, I'll catch up with her. Yap, 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 Demon Slayer, yap, anime. I'm like, so he waits until everybody else is off the plane. We are at 8:20. It took that long. Not 9:20, sorry, 9:20. The shuttle is gone. My plans are ruined. So I'm like, in order to get there in time, I gotta eat this $60 Uber. So I eat that $60 Uber. Get on the Uber. He drives 2 blocks before the actual convention. He goes, this is where I gotta drop you off. I did this a couple times. It's jammed up there. It'll take you about 10 or 15 minutes in order to get up to the actual convention. It's easier to walk. I go, fine, whatever. Get out, start walking. Mike, you were there last 2 years ago. You saw all those people outside. They were just like, hey, Children International, support the children, blah, blah, blah. They were everywhere in roaches. Steps in front of me. It is 10:10. I'm thinking, still got time. I'll miss a little bit, but I still got time. Hey, how are you doing? I'm from blah blah blah. What's your name? I'll go King. As I'm just like, oh, that's a unique name. Where did you get that? My grandfather. I was like, oh, really? Are you close with your family? I was like, look, I will donate whatever. Just pull out the thing. I will sign it. I have to go to the bathroom. It was a long flight. Sorry. She's like, oh yeah, we'll get to that. But are you close with your family?
Oh my God.
What's your favorite thing about the convention? Anime. What's your favorite anime? Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. Who's your favorite? I'm like, please, can I just sign it? I really have to go to the bathroom. She pulls out the tablet at 10:25. I sign it, and she goes, thank you so much for this. Now you have to talk to my supervisor, telling them that I told you all the procedures and I didn't mislead you in anything. I'm on hold. And I'm like, can I just sign something? Like, I did. You're like, no, this is the procedure. I'm like,
you just have to learn to walk away sometimes, buddy.
I know, and I curse myself for that. So I get on the phone, talk to her. Yes, she did. How would you rate the person at 5? Thank you so much. It is the children. I'm like, thank you. And I'm like, okay, is that all it is? Yes. And I start to walk away. She's like, wait. Who's your favorite superhero? And I go, Spider-Man. Why do you like Spider-Man? Funny. And she goes, okay, yeah, thank you. Here, I'm going to tell you my favorite hero because they're a really nice person. And she pulls out her phone and starts fiddling with it. She goes, here's my favorite hero. And it's a camera and it's me. And I'm like, this is the greatest hero of all time. And it's a camera, it's me. I was like, thank you. And the children, I'm like, I was
just imagining the photo is just like, my hero.
10:40. I go. It's a huge line already. By the time I get to the front of the line, 10:45. They check my bag, no problems. I look, I'm like, where is this panel? Mike, you remember? There's one building, and then there's a skywalk, and then there's another building. The panel was at the other building. So I'm like, okay, so I got to go over there. I exit the building, go over there, try to open the doors. Security goes, this is exit only. You need to go through the skywalk. I go, how do I get to the skywalk? I was like, well, you got to go back to that building and then go into the skywalk. So I get back in line, check it all over again. At this time, it is 10:55. By the time I get to the panel's filled up. I got the last 5 minutes of that panel. And I was very pissed, obviously.
Was it a good 5 minutes?
It was a good 5 minutes. And I hate that it was a good 5 minutes. So I just go, I'm tired. The next thing that I have to do is at 3:00, which is my autograph session. So I'm going to stop. There's a good pizza place, huge slices of pizza for $8. Everybody raves about it. I'm like, I'm going there. I go there. It's about a 10-minute walk. Walk. Can I get a pizza? Pepperoni pizza. Yeah, sure. It was $8. Great price. Huge slice of pizza. What could go wrong? Sit down. It is sauce, cheese, pepperoni, and then another layer of cheese, and then more pepperoni. And I'm like, what's going on here? This is too much cheese and pepperoni. I look at the bottom, it's slightly burnt, and I'm thinking to myself, this was made last night and reheated for today. Take a bite, it is not flavorful at all. It's big disappointment. Big pissed. Walk back to the convention center. The autograph session that I want to go to, like I said, perfect. Could not have gone better. They did a RSVP autograph session where you just go on the guidebook app. You register for this. You are guaranteed for this, no matter what. And I was like the 6th or 7th person, which was perfect because I'm like, I can ask, does she sign fan art and does she accept gifts? While walking up, there was a big thing that says no fan art, and I was like, I can still ask, perfectly fine, and still just ask. Walk up there like they're just going, hey, get your items ready and stuff, and go, hey, does she accept gifts? Yes, she does accept gifts. What about fan art? No fan art. They're like, okay, whatever, it's fine. I had a backup Sket Dance big poster and a Shonen Jump manga. Cool, no problems. So I was just like a little disappointed because, I made the art and I wanted to get signed, but I still get something signed, and that's fine, completely fine. I made her 3 things. She was the voice of Asuka in Tekken. She's the voice of the little green Vegapunk, and she is, of course, Himiko in Sket Dance. So I made her those 3 things. I go up, present those 3 things. She's like, I don't sign. Through interpretation, it was like, no, these are for you. And she looks at them and, oh, wow, these are amazing. How did you make them? And I explain the process. And, she's very happy about them. And she goes, did you have any for me to sign? Or I was like, well, no fan art through interpretations. And she was like, well, can I at least see it? And I go, yeah, here it is. And it's Sket Dance, of course. And he goes, oh, and she talks about her process with Sket Dance. She's like, oh, I really like Sket Dance and stuff. And she just starts signing it. And the interpreter goes, what? And I heard Hajimata, which is start. And I'm assuming she just went, already started, so you're going to take it away? And she was just like, whatever. And she just signs, and I'm just like, yes! But as she was doing, she was just like, yeah, are you trying to get the other 2 members of Sket Dance? She was like, yeah. And I was like, of course I am. If they come to America, she was like, and she took a picture of it. She said she's going to send it to those 2 people and the mangaka of Sket Dance. I was just like, oh, I'll never get confirmation that happened, but I know in my heart that it did happen. So I got my autograph.
This man collecting voice actors like Pokemon.
They know him. It's disgusting.
I know.
I got it on what I wanted, which was all that I wanted. So I was
successful weekend.
Obviously,
over the moon.
This scale was up here, so naturally something had to bring it into balance.
The universe must be balanced. So I'm gonna shorten a couple things. I'll talk about the main things. So at that point, I go over to my the place that I'm staying. Hotels all booked up, of course. Airbnbs all hooked up, of course. But on Expedia, there was a hostel that was very highly rated. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Whatever, it's highly rated. Everybody's saying good things about that hostel. Go in, it's a big convoluted way to get into it. I'm just like, whatever, fine, I'll accept that. Go into it, sit my stuff down. It's a bunk bed situation. It's like 7 or 8 bunk beds in a room. So mine is on the very, very back to the left. I've got it's right by a window, and I've got a plug right here, just a normal outlet, top, bottom, two plugs. I sit my stuff down, except for my autograph that I got, because I'm like, I don't know if this is safe. I'll go back to Detroit naked, but I'm not going back without this. So I go back to the COD. That night I go and eat at Gordon Ramsay has a burger shop that is supposed to be very good. So I go there. What I do is I go on Uber Eats. So I'm just like, just order it for 8:30. So it'll be ready at 8:30. I go there at 8:30, trudging through the city of rats that are all over this muff. Of course they are. In
his defense, there are a lot of fucking rats in DC.
There's so many rats. So go through all those rats. I get there at 8:25. Plenty of time. Like, hey, King, my order ready? Like, oh, we're getting their order. I sit there for 45 minutes asking every 5 minutes, hey, is my order? No, we're still making it. It was a burger. It was some sweet potato fries, and it was a milkshake. That's all it was. It took them it wasn't even that busy. I get this. The fries are cold. The burger's mid.
Oh,
Pissed to the out this world. I'm walking, I'm eating the burger. I eat a piece of fry, it falls down. Legitimately, 3 rats converge on it. I'm like, I can't stand this. It's horrific. So, like, I have my night, go back to the hostel. My top bunk is this old German man who is just mumbling
Guten Tag.
He's just mumbling in German. I hope it was to somebody on the phone. So I just get dressed, go to sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night every now and again, still just mumbling. Still, I don't know what he's doing. So, I have an external battery. I plug it into the bottom one because there's 2 plugs, top and bottom. I go, he'll have the top one for whatever he needs to plug in. I'll plug in my external. I did that before I went to sleep. I woke up. He had unplugged mine and plugged his phone in. He took my cord and plugged his phone into. I'm like, so I'm like, no. I go to, get my plug back. Mine. I'm like, this is mine. So he's loud and people are waking up. This is like 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
People are waking up. And then the person that owns the hostel is just like, hey, what's going on down here? And he's just like, he's trying to steal my cord. I'm like, this is my cord. And the hostel person's just like, can you prove it? I'm like, how? It's like, well, I did buy it on Amazon. It's like, do you have the listing? I was just like, oh crap, that was on the other Amazon. So I'm like, well, it was on another Amazon account, and we moved, and I'm like, this sounds so fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys have cameras? They're like, yeah. I was like, are they cameras here? They're like, yeah. I'm like, can you pull it up? Can you pull it? They're like, oh yeah, we can. So he pulled it up and go, okay, so that was your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude was just like, why did you say that? And he was like, oh, all of a sudden the muff can't speak English. So I'm like, what the ever? Whatever. So I'm like, I ain't leaving my shit here. So I just have a book bag. My book bag is my carry-on and everything. So I just have my book bag that was full of everything. So I just like, I ain't leaving my shit here. I'm taking everything. So I just grab my stuff and go back to the con. Saturday was very light. I didn't do too much. I wish I would have gone to the Smash Con, but I wish I would have done that. I didn't do too much on that Saturday. I missed a couple panels because they were filled up because Otakon has a whole lot of people.
It's one of the biggest conventions I've ever been to, period.
Yes.
Like
I said, I'm leaving some stuff out because I gotta go. Sunday, I go to check out of the Saturday night, of course, still just mumbling in German. Sunday, I go to check out
the black.
But I go to check out and they go, you had a couple complaints from such and such first. And I'll go, who was that? It was like the older gentleman. I was like, what did he say? He said you were touching his property. And I was like, okay. And it was just like, well, this is going to hurt your future opportunity to come back to this or any hostels owned by. I was like, yeah, okay, thanks. And I just walked away. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear this bullshit. Lying on me.
It's such a Karen thing to do, to be like, I'm the problem and I'm gonna make it your problem because he was touching my. Which technically you were if you were unplugging his thing.
But
he touched your property first.
So yeah, a couple other bad meals that happened. Con ends. Go back. In order to get back to the airport, I need to take a bus.
Blaze, this isn't a top 5 story from him.
This is mild.
I needed to take a bus, a train, and a shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
I get on the bus. I get on the bus at 2:00. 2:20, I'm at the terminal. The train leaves at 2:50. I go, where's the train? Google Maps. It's right here. I'm in the middle of the street essentially. There's no train stop. There's no bus stop. There's nothing. I turn to somebody. Hey, where's the train? They go, oh, take those stairs, go down, and then you're okay. That makes more sense that the train is right here, but it's downstairs. Take it. There it is. I get on the train. 2:50, the train comes right on time. I get on the train and I start writing. I'm like, I can finally read my manga. So I'm reading my manga about 30 minutes. I look at the I'm like, I should be close by now. I look at Google Maps. If the airport was this way, I was going this way. I was way off. I'm like, what the happened? I still to this day don't know what happened because the train was on time. The signals, the signs were board this train. I don't know what the happened, but I'm way off, and I'm like, my plane comes at 7:40. I still have plenty of time, but I wanted to spend that time to just read manga. So I'm like, what the?
Said you didn't get a chance.
I didn't get a chance. I'm not taking this hot $70 Uber. No, sir. So I just go, all right, how do I get back? Well, you got to take the train back and then take the correct train. Take the train back. The correct train, I still don't know. Because I go up to somebody like, yeah, that is the correct train. But it just goes that way. I'm like, all right. Like, well, okay, whatever. So I look at the Google Maps and it goes, you can take the Amtrak train. I go, okay, I can take the Amtrak train, I guess. You know, whatever. Who cares? It'll get me there. At this time, it's like 4 o'clock. It'll get me there to the shuttle at 4:30. Plenty of time to read my manga. It'll get there at 4:30. The shuttle comes at 4:35. Plenty of time. It's right across the street from the Amtrak. Cool. There's a terminal that you can just boop boop boop. Here's where you want to go. I want to go to the BWI, which was the airport. Boop boop boop. Did that. Paid my $40 for this ticket, which I think is exorbitant. I look at Google Maps because I see somebody come up to the next terminal over. They're wearing a bunch of anime stuff, and I'm just like, what? They type in BWI and they get a ticket on this other terminal for this other train system. And I look over there and I just go, what's going on? And that train comes at 4:40. It gets you there at about 5:30, but it was $13. So I paid $40 for essentially nothing.
For 20 minutes early.
If I would have just went. So whatever. I get there, my shuttle starts coming. Hey, shuttle's full. We only got room for 2 more people. Nobody around me. I start to walk on, hold the shuttle. 2 old ladies start shuffling up. And I go, what am I to do?
This is Sparta.
Whatever. They get the spots. I'm sitting there. Next shuttle, 30 minutes. Mike knows about that DC heat. It is oppressive.
Muggy as shit.
Nothing to drink. I'm sitting there just mad and hot. And I'm just
thirsty.
Like, I just want to get back. Get on the next one. Cool. Get into the TSA. I had a pack of gummies. They've zipped it open. You can't have these gummies. Throw them away. I don't know what they doing with this food. They said food's allowed. Whatever. Throw them away. Go into my terminal. It is about 6:15. Sit down. For some reason, my plane is routed. It was supposed to be a direct flight, but then it just gets routed to North Carolina first and then there. So I was supposed to come back at a certain time, and then all of a sudden, hey, I'm back at midnight.
End of story.
There's a lot of things.
Do we get back Monday or Sunday? For Tennessee?
Monday.
Monday, what time?
Late.
Late Monday?
Yeah, like 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got to call off work that day, too, yeah. All right.
But yeah, that is 60% of the story.
Is the other 40%
There were a couple
juicy?
more rats incidents.
Oh, okay.
There were some panel stuff that went down. There were some people that were people. Yeah, a couple of small things, but
stories for next
to
time?
be continued, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, it was anything that could go wrong did go wrong. I gotta go.
Yep, he's
All
already
right.
late.
Big late.
Alrighty. So,
figure out your own thing. Oh
man.
Number 1, there are no facts.
And no facts today. And honestly, the story I think was good enough as a fact.
Yeah.
DA should never travel alone.
It's always when he's alone.
Always.
Every time.
I will say the last time he went to DC, something did happen when he was traveling with Kelly, but that wasn't to him necessarily.
Yeah.
His mojo just infected Kelly, and she had a bad time with the travel. Yeah, DC I don't think I've ever been to a major city where I've seen that many rats before. I've never been to New York. So, number 2 is New Orleans. That's the number 2 that I can say. But New Orleans has other problems. But
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of stuff happening this week, nothing tomorrow. Tuesday should be some more Kaname Date.
Yes, sir.
And then Wednesday will probably be combo of finishing up Hero of Law, the last little extra bit, as well as probably opening up the rest of my Magic Final Fantasy packs. And then Friday, don't know. But we'll figure something out. So with that, thank you everybody for tuning in to this episode of the podcast of stuff. Tennessee's this upcoming. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be out of town this weekend too, so definitely no podcast next week.
We're bit cooked next week.
Actually, the next 2 weeks.
No, because that's Matsuri.
Yep.
Yeah,
so nothing next week because all of us will be out of town. The next weekend will be Matsuri-con, and then actual sick comic antics, honestly. And I'm not even sure that the next weekend I might be like doing stuff for my birthday. I don't know. It'll be September. I just don't know when in September. So podcast teeny bit of hiatus.
Or 14th, one of them.
So thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the podcast of stuff. We will see you sometime
Soon.
Bye-bye. Laters.